gerisini bir kilo taşıya vereyim. 20 lira ver. Bir kilo da bütün vereyim.
Welcome to Inebolu. A town that was once one of the main ports, Turkey's main ports on the Black Sea. And many of the town's signature mansions are from this era, during the Ottoman era. These mansions were built in a way that they could easily be converted into multi-generational homes. So that when the daughter or the son would get married, that they could live in the basement just by closing a door, or perhaps on the third floor or the second floor. A lot of the homes, since Inebolu has kind of lost prominence as a major port town, have kind of seen better days. But some of them have been restored to what they originally looked like. This is a typical one here that we're looking at. This red mineral paint that would fare pretty well against the elements. And of course with the white outline in the windows. And many of the windows would be built in a way so that a woman could look out from them without being seen. Given that we are in a Muslim country, so if a woman isn't typically wearing robes and a hijab, she in theory should not be seen when she's inside her home. That is what some people think. But there were also Greeks living here in Inebolu. That was until Greeks were told to leave the country following a war, and vice versa with Turkish people coming back to Turkey. But that isn't the only historical event that has taken place here in İnebolu. Following the defeat of the Ottoman Empire after World War I, Turkey was now occupied by the Allied forces. But there was now a nationalist movement headed by one famous Turk leader, Ataturk. And İnebolu plays an important part in the history of the War of Independence. İnebolu, along with Samsun, the bigger port city to the east now, were very important because via the Black Sea they would receive military munitions, which would then be transported inland throughout the country where they were needed, so that Turkey could free itself from Allied forces. And they eventually did. And that's how the Republic of Turkey began, and why İnebolu is such a historically important town for the country. Here we see a woman. There's many women who helped carrying the munitions, as well as anybody who could. Hamamsi Kadi Sali Reis being one of them. He was an older man who couldn't even walk unassisted, needed a cane to walk. Was actually one of the local leaders organizing and even himself bringing munitions inland, which I guess was a great kind of moral boost, because they figured, if this older man can do it, why can't I? Given that İnebolu was playing such an important role in the Turkish War for Independence, the town and port were attacked, but the people fought off the assaulting forces with much bravery and courage. And because of this, the town was a designated Yiğit town, or brave town, and Ataturk awarded a Medal of Independence to the town of İnebolu. Soon after, Ataturk, who we see here, visited the town and gave a famous speech, which the main topic of which was that the people should modernize how they dress, most notably to wear Western style hats. One of which he's holding in the statue here. So kind of like a principal gathering the students before the school year to tell them what the dress code is going to be. But in all seriousness, Ataturk did do a lot to modernize this new republic. As a result of this, Turkey was now an industrialized country, which naturally was favorable to its people. And Inebolu began a shipbuilding industry. Today, the area also has a lot of agricultural products such as tomatoes, beans, zucchini, paprika, as well as many others. Beekeeping is another industry, so the production of honey. But probably the biggest industry currently in the region is forestry, given that this is a very forested part of Turkey. And with the port at its disposition, it is the main product being exported out of Inebolu. I hope you've enjoyed this tour and history of Inebolu, a town that I quite enjoyed spending some time in. Very quaint and picturesque. If you enjoyed this video, you'll probably also enjoy some other videos I've done of some nearby towns on Turkey's Black Sea coast, such as the town of Sinop east of here and the town of Amasra west of here. I also made a longer video entitled Journey Through Turkey's Black Sea region, where I bicycled through this part of the country, and it is a beautiful one, especially inland in my opinion, going through the mountains. Some pretty beautiful stuff. I've also bicycled through quite a few different regions in Turkey, mostly in the western half, including the famous region of Cappadocia. And all of those videos are on my channel. If you would like to peruse them, you can do so by going to the channel page, clicking on the playlist tab, and selecting Turkey, or whichever other country you're interested in. Before getting to Turkey, I bicycled through Central Europe. Before that, from Cape Town, South Africa to Nairobi, Kenya. And before that, I bicycled from Canada, where I'm from, all the way down to southern Patagonia in Chile and Argentina. And all of those videos from those adventures are also available on this very same YouTube channel, Hum of the Earth. And if you'd like to see an interactive map of everywhere that I went and everything that I got to see and do, I have that available over on my website, followthehumoftheearth.com. Where you can click on the different locations and see the various blog posts and videos that I've made of these places. And if you'd like to follow my continuing adventures, next up bicycling through Eastern Europe and maybe one day around the whole world, you can do so by clicking on the red subscribe button below the video and clicking on the bell to be notified when new videos come out. All right, so that's gonna do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one.